I would like to talk a little bit about what I have learned in the last over 18 years since I realized the processes of conditioning of the human brain. But first you have to be able to listen. In order to listen, you have to be receptive. You have to have an open mind. So you can't listen and at the same time be analyzing what is being said based on your own conditioning, based on your own past, based on your own conclusions. Because if you listen with that, you're listening through a screen of resistance. So you're not listening at all. I am not trying to convey any particular philosophy, any form of belief system or non-belief system. I'm attempting to present what it means to live a sane, rational life. A life that has its foundation in goodness, truth, and love. And I'd like to talk a little bit about what it means to die psychological death, to end psychologically while living. Now, you may be right, and I may be wrong. So, I'm not trying to convince you that I'm right. But if you'll just listen without this screen of resistance, you may come upon the reality, the actuality of what I'm saying. And you should question what I'm saying. You should doubt everything I say and find out for yourself what is true. But human beings, although we have changed over the last several hundred years, or even 1,000 years, through technology and better ways of communication, better means of travel, of course medicine, surgery, and all forms of better technology. Man overall has changed very little. He's still brutal, still competitive, he still has this inept sense of ambition. He still has all these belief systems. And man has been programmed genetically, which is been proven by rats in different parts of the world, being put through a maze over the course of about a decade, and over the course of time, successive generations do better through these mazes. These rats do better through these mazes, and eventually the little rat will go right through the maze because he learns genetically. So we can be conditioned genetically. We can be conditioned biologically. And we can be conditioned environmentally. So these are the three concepts of our conditioned minds. So what does it mean to die psychologically while living, to live in a state of emptiness, to be nothing? Then we do away with all forms of belief systems, and we have no foundation for illusions. So the observer is not separate from the observed. There's no separation. There's the actual fact of that observation. And then this dying to self, or absolving this self, we live as if we had died physically, but psychologically we're still alive. So we live in a form of a spirit that has no me or no I to create the illusions that we create with our minds. See, the fact is, the actuality is, thought, human thought has created, invented all the religions throughout the world, all the gods throughout the world, the many different gods, 300,000 different gods. So what we need to do is look without this conditioned mind and to see things for what they actually are. It's only then, I think, that when we abandon all these man-made belief systems, that we actually walk with the energy of creation. And we walk with a state of mind that has no motive in anything it does. So, you know, when I see a turtle crossing the road, I stop and get the turtle out of the road so he doesn't get run over by the car. If there's an accident, I stop and render aid without fear of what they may do to me or sue me if I didn't do the right thing. So there's no motive in relationships. There's no motive. Without motives, there's love. And but this only comes when the understanding of how we have been conditioned, programmed to think particular ways. And we have to see that in an instant, absolve that self, that entity, by walking in that death, just like I died in a head-on collision 5 minutes ago. And now I'm walking